Good morning or good evening. Hello, I hope you're doing well. We'll get started here in just a moment. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is Nehru. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and get into another psychic investigation reading here soon. Investigators and Collective. Thank you so much again that all that you do in helping the channel grow and the information get out that is necessary. Okay. Um, I do have several things to share before we get into the reading. And the first is to express my love and appreciation for you. So I'm going to read you an email. Okay. I'm going to read you an email that I received from someone. And this email blessed me tremendously. And they all do. Okay. But I want to share this with you. Okay. Uh, okay. All right. So um, I'm going to share this email with you that I received from someone uh, who expressing their appreciation. And again, for me, uh, I'm a simple man. Okay, I'm a simple man. And what do I mean by a simple man? It doesn't take a lot to please me. Okay, um, simple gestures of gratitude. Okay, and expressions of unconditional love and genuine appreciation, those resonate highly with me. So I'm going to read this email to you. Okay. And for the one who sent this email, thank you so much. And again, I certainly appreciate you. Okay. I thank you very much for your videos. You have confirmed many things that were told to me, also providing me with laughter and allowing me to see the lighter side of this life and not allowing the injustices committed against me to change or committed against me to change who I truly am. I've always known that my journey was mine and mine alone to traverse. I'm truly grateful that I came across your channel. It has also provided me with resources in moving forward into obtaining my new beginning. Okay. And so, again, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate that. And again, those types of messages, yeah, they mean a great deal to me. Okay. So, new subscriber, Latanya. Okay. Latanya. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. That is the newest public subscriber notification that I've received. Okay. Also, I want to, before we get into the reading, I want to talk about a dream I had involving a black spider. Okay, a black spider. All right, and um, and how do we alchemize and bring in the promises? So if you resonate with the end of a chapter, okay, the end of a cycle, if you resonate with that journey at this time and know that you're at the end, you've ascended, you're in your nine of pentacles, okay, you're in your nine of wands, okay, energy, all right. If you resonate with that and you are waiting for the divine masculine or divine feminine, um, and they add that one pentacle, you become the 10 of pentacles, and then you step into the fullness, the world card, okay, world card energy, okay, the wheel of fortune energy, all right. So your imagination is a beautiful thing, okay. Your imagination is a beautiful thing, okay. Confirmation. Your imagination helps you to alchemize things, okay. So what do I mean? So if you are in line for a divine masculine, divine feminine union, okay, then with the imagination, imagine the places and things that you will go, places that you will, people that you will interact with, okay? And again, it doesn't have to be so detailed, okay? But where do you want to go? Things that you want to do with them, okay? The places, all right? Your imagination, okay? So we talk about dreams, okay? We dream when we sleep at night. But there's also something called daydreaming. Okay, so daydreaming is also a way to alchemize and manifest. Okay, and again, this gets us out of the obsessive energy and focusing on the past or what was done wrong to you. Okay, so again, like that email said, like that individual in the email said, okay, to get out of that energy and focus on the lighter side. Okay. Also, we often talk about celibacy. Okay. And celibacy, when I think of celibacy, I think of like AC Green. Okay. The longtime Los Angeles Laker, AC Green. He was famous back in the 80s and 90s for being a grown man, adult man, and being celibate. Okay. I remember also, so that's a male, so that's a male who practiced celibacy for a long time. So a female who's practiced celibacy at some point in time, I don't know what her status relationships are today. I don't know any of that. Okay. And we've mentioned her. Okay. Essence Atkins. Okay. And so I remember some years ago seeing a video on YouTube or Instagram or something where Essence was in an interview on a talk show or something like that. And she was saying how she, at that time, was celibate. Okay. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. And how she was celibate at that time. Okay. And how the revelations about celibacy and how it's helped her in her journey. Okay. To enlightenment. Okay. And really truly coming into connection with her higher, purer, truer self. All right. So, black spider dream. All right. So we're going to look up the meaning of this black spider dream. All right. And again, okay, these things that I share them to help. Okay. Again, not just jumping into the reading, but again, it's more than that. At least I'm more than that, and you are too. Okay. All right. So let's see. Hope you're doing well wherever you are from. Oh, let me know let me know where you're tuning in from. Also, okay, a dream. Okay, about a large black spider crawling on, and it was on my leg. Okay, it was on my left leg specifically, the left leg. Okay, often relates to anxiety, feeling overwhelmed, or a sense of having your personal space invaded by a significant issue or dominant influence in your life. Okay? Okay? Feeling overwhelmed, okay? A spider crawling, see, confirmation horn honk. A spider crawling on your body can signify that you feel overwhelmed by stress, insecurities, or situations you haven't fully acknowledged in your waking life, okay? The large spider is a large spider, okay? So that signifies the size of the stress, the size of the issue, okay? All right? In some interpretations, spiders are linked to feminine energy or mother figure. Okay? The dream might relate to a complicated or strained relationship with a dominant female figure in your life. Okay? All right? Anything else? Okay? So, again, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm looking, just looking at the messages here. All right. There are sneaky ways that people do black magic against you. As I get ready to pull from the tarot, there are sneaky ways that people do black magic against you. Okay, so let's say on the job you're up for a promotion and someone is like, he don't deserve that promotion, and they may not say this to you. They probably wouldn't say this to you, but they talk to the coworkers and that he don't deserve, she don't deserve that. He don't, right? That's witchcraft. As simple as that. That's witchcraft. I can't stand him. I can't stand her. He think he this. She thinks she that. And you are just living your authentic life. Okay? Subtle. Subtle witchcraft. It doesn't have to be burning of things and stealing your trash and all that. It doesn't have to be that. Subtle black magic. Okay? Also, okay, for your financial situation, okay, I have a debit card here, okay? I have a couple of them, all right? So, okay, cleanse your energy, okay? Same thing with your body, okay? Place it on your money, place it on your cards, whatever, okay? And cleanse that energy there too, okay? Again, I do some strange ass things, okay? That, or unusual, I wouldn't say strange, unusual. I do some unusual alchemizing things, very unusual alchemizing things, okay? So, is that it, Divine? All right, collective investigators, let's go ahead and get into it. Don't be afraid to stand out, okay? You were never meant to fit in. Don't be afraid to stand out. You were never meant to fit in, okay? So don't try to fit in to the matrix. Don't try to fit in to the program. You were meant to stand out, okay? So stand out, all right? Okay. Shuffle one more time. We have one, okay? So far, divine source, ancestors, we thank you so much for the day. I call on the esoteric warriors. I call on the Sanhedrin Council. I call on the Galactic Federation. I call on the Council of Light. I call on the Sanhedrin Council, okay? The Sanhedrin Council is 70 spiritual judges, okay? That judges the actions of man, okay? Man being unisex, okay? So don't be afraid to stand out. Also, when you come into this union, if this individual is an influence currently, okay, someone who has some level of popularity, they could be a deputy, they could be an attorney, they could be what is called a celebrity in any sort. Those are local celebrities, okay? They could be the mayor, they could be a governor, they could be a politician, okay? They could be an artist of any sort, okay? You should be prepared, okay, to deal with the criticism, okay? So someone's looking at this highly influential person. Let's take, I'm a guy, so I often use women, okay? So let's take J-Lo, okay? Let's take J-Lo. All right. So you have this physically very attractive, highly sought after, okay, influencer, whoever that happens to be, okay, and they are interested in you, okay. You two start dating, okay. This will baffle their community, okay, and this will baffle your past friends, your past coworkers, okay, your family members who you've removed from your energy. This would baffle them, okay. And again, paparazzi, TMZ, okay, all of these National Enquirer type of energy, these nosy asses, okay. So you need to be prepared for all of this news and false ass shit that they'll be saying about you, or criticisms again, okay. Hello, duh. Interesting. I don't resonate with Barack Obama. I don't resonate with him, but okay. Also, Barack Obama has hair. There's a lot of things that I could say about me that does not resonate with Barack Obama. Okay. First of all, I'm not a hypocrite. Okay. Barack Obama is a hypocrite. Okay. As an example, when he ran for his first term of president of the United States, okay, he did not support same-sex marriages. But for re-election, he changed and said that he did in order to get the votes. Again, y'all elected his ass. I didn't vote for Obama either in either election. I didn't vote for him. Okay? So, again, just because I'm a brown man in the physical this lifetime, okay, I'm not a pro-black person. First of all, there's no one who's black. This is black. Do you see the difference between this and my skin color? Your kindergarten teacher taught you the difference in color. Okay? That's part of the systemic racism. Okay? Black versus white, opposites. That's part of the systemic racism. Okay? If you were born in America, you are a brown American. Okay? Or you are a Caucasian American. You are not a white American, and you are not a black American. No one is black. Okay? I don't care how dark they are. Okay? Manute Bol wasn't black. Grace Jones isn't black. Bernie Mac isn't black. They were brown. Okay? Systemic racism. That's the black versus white thing. Okay? That's the black versus white thing. Okay? I'm reminded about the movie Malcolm X. And in that movie, okay, when Malcolm X was imprisoned and he was starting to learn some truths, okay, about America, okay. One of the things that the guy showed him in that movie, he had him look up the definition of black and white, okay. So black, dark, dormant, evil, right? So again, racism, slavery, all of that points to them trying to subdue the black American, okay? America did not originally belong to European Caucasians, neither did Christopher Columbus discover America, okay? I can't believe they taught that shit in school when I was in school. Christopher Columbus no, he was just another visitor to America. There were indigenous people already walking that land before his ass embarked upon it. Again, karmic ass lies. That's the program. Okay? So, welcome in, brown Americans. Welcome in, Caucasian Americans. Okay? Divine source. Can we get some angel numbers? Angel numbers. Angel numbers. Angel numbers. Thank you so much for all of you, again, who are tuning in. Thank you so much, moderators. Thank you so much for those of you who share the content. Okay, you are part of the healing process on this journey. Okay, you are part of the healing process on this journey. Okay? And we always, as always, we'll take a look at these. Okay, I'll show you the numbers, but we'll take a look at the messages when we pull them from the stack. Okay, so we have 333. You could be seeing 333. I posted a notification about this live starting at 9:30. That is 333. 9:30, in case you're seeing 9:30 or 333, is 9:30. Okay, so there could be something about September 30th. Okay, this is for support. Okay, a wish come true, 1111. Again, that energy, your imagination, bringing in your divine masculine, divine feminine. Imagine the wedding. Okay, when you're meditating. Okay, imagine that when you're daydreaming. Okay, how it's gonna be. Okay, how the skies will open up. Okay, and sing because of this divine union that is going to come in and bring great change to the world. Okay, a dynamic duo. Batman. Somebody could like Batman. Okay. I am Incredible Hulk energy. Okay. I am Luau Banner, Incredible Hulk energy. Okay. You won't like it when I'm angry. Don't make them angry. You won't like it when I'm that energy. Nice guy, unassuming. Again, you think I look like Barack Obama. Barack Obama is not an extraterrestrial, earth angel, light worker, and star seed on this planet here for the 10th and final time, born on the 333rd day of the year, which is who I am. Okay? I am. Okay? That's not Barack Obama. Okay? So I might look like them, but I am not, I assure you. Okay? And also, that's part of the camouflage. Okay? So whatever family you were born into or given over into, that's part of the camouflage. Okay? What? He can't be a divine being. She can't be a divine being. They can't be a star seed. They can't be a healer. That's not them. They can't do that. That's not. Okay? Again, you look at the individuals who come into this life, and I'm getting Gandhi energy. I'm getting Gandhi energy. Someone could be from India, again, or have India ancestry. Okay? Unassuming. Okay? But someone who's committed and someone who's all in. And so you get to go into places where people wouldn't suspect. Oh, yeah, he just looked like a 5'9", 150-pound brown guy. He don't look like anything. She doesn't look like anything. They don't look like they're supernatural. They don't look like they can do this. They don't look like they can manifest a kidney on 7/7/17. They don't look like they can heal themselves of seizures. They don't look like they can heal themselves of, yeah. Okay? Right off the bat. Okay? Right out the gate. That is on temperance. You've been patient. You've been patient. And here it comes. Okay? Here it comes. Here we come. Ice Cube, O'Shea Jackson. Here we come. I am the one that you heard about, read about. I am the one that had to take the ghetto route. I am the one. Something. All right. I'm trying. I can't. It's difficult to use the brain and channeling at the same time. Again, typically I cut the brain off, right, when I am doing these readings. Okay, so you could be getting downloads, love song downloads. Okay, for those of you who resonate with this journey coming to an end of being celibate, single. Okay, in hermit mode. Okay, also that individual spoke about a 5-year. Okay, and I resonate with a 5-year. Okay, journey. I resonate with that. Okay, so 2020 to 2025 could be significant for your journey, collective and investigators. Okay, 2020 to 2025. Okay, love songs. Okay, there'll be sad songs to make you cry. Billy Ocean. Love songs often do. They can touch the heart of someone new, saying I love you. Okay? So, sad songs, past loves that let you down, that were disappointed, but those past loves are bringing about a new because you decided to do the work. Okay? Temperance. patience. Okay, looking at the name Jennifer. Speaking of Jennifer Lopez, damn, okay. So Jennifer's out here, all right? Someone's last name could be Finney. Someone's last name could be Phoebe, or first name Phoebe, okay? Someone could be phony. Yeah, someone is phony, all right? That could be in this energy or in this room right now, okay? Someone could be a nail tech or in cosmetology, okay? Again, we often get celebrity in almost every reading. We get celebrity energy out here. Okay, so someone could be watching you incognito. Okay, all right, and again, this could be doppelgangers and stalkers. Okay, we remove them. Okay, we remove them energetically and physically. Divine source, energetically and physically. There's the name Jennifer. I still need to figure out how to get this to record without reversing the numbers. And I've played with the mirroring setting and all that, and it's not working. All right. So 333. So whatever you're doing that's not working, try something else. Whatever you're doing that's not working, try something else. Okay. For support, seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward. Work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Hot damn. Locked in, baby. Locked in. Unleash your inner artist. Again, whatever type of artist you are. Singer, songwriter, producer, poet, painter, whatever that happens to be. Release the artist in you. Okay? Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributions to your community. Okay, to your community. On the other side of the 333, we are revealing someone lied about a death, collective investigators. Someone lied about a death. They could still be lying to you, investigators. They could still be lying to you right now in the interrogation room. They could still be lying to you. They did die. I don't know where they are. They did. I don't know where they are. I did whatever, right? Okay? Whoever this person who lied about a death is in cahoots with. Okay? Come to find out, this person is hiding out somewhere. Okay? In the Dominican Republic. They're hiding out in South Korea. They're hiding out in South America. They're hiding out in Mexico. They're hiding out in Guatemala. They're hiding out in Sudan. They're hiding out in wherever. Someone's lying about a death. The individual is still alive. With 16 and 4 likes, 16 people currently in the room and 4 likes, that's 4. 4 times 4 is what? 16. 16. Okay. Next. The name Melinda. Okay. The name Melinda. Investigators. Okay. The name Melinda. We have 1111 for a wish come true. You're in for a lucky break. There's no such thing as luck. Okay. You do the work, and then divine timing meets you with your preparation. You do the work, collective and investigators, and divine timing brings it together. I hear investigative reporters and sheriffs and deputies and mayors and all of that get on TV and say, we were lucky to get this tip. We were lucky to get this. You weren't lucky. You weren't lucky. Okay. There are supernatural beings in the esoteric, ancestors, again, Aaliyah's ancestors, Aaliyah the artist. Okay. There's also something about one of the songs Aaliyah sings. Like, are you the one, or are you that somebody, or are you that something like that Aaliyah song? Okay. So Aaliyah's ancestors, okay, and her in the esoteric worked after she was no longer here to arrest our pedophile Kelly, to arrest Robert pedophile Kelly. Aaliyah and her ancestors worked together to get that motherfucker arrested so that he would not be out here graping and marrying other individuals who are underage. Okay? I don't even know who performed that wedding between a minor, Aaliyah at the time, and R. Kelly. That motherfucker needs to be arrested. Melinda. Okay? And a wish come true. On the other side of wish come true, we have the name Bill. Okay? Again, again, Billy Davis Jr. and Marilyn McCoo of Fifth Dimension. Okay? That is an example of a couple. Today, they've been married for 50 something years, but that's an example of a couple who came together for work originally and it turned into a love union. Okay? They came together as part of Fifth Dimension, the music group. Okay? And Billy and Marilyn McCoo are married today still. Okay? So Bill, Billy, okay? When the moon is in the seventh house and Jupiter aligns with Mars and peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Right? Age of Aquarius. So, witchcraft kills. Yes, it does. Okay, witchcraft killed a U.S. attorney. That U.S. attorney's name is Jessica Aber. Okay, a U.S. attorney was killed by witchcraft. That U.S. attorney is Jessica Aber. Okay. Looking at the names: Foster, Faye, Folly, Frank. Foster, Faye, Folly, Frank. We've looked up Tina Fey's information before. And speaking of Bill, someone's name could be Billy Foster, William Foster. Okay. That is on one side of witchcraft killed Jessica Aber, one side of a Chu, committed energy. Okay. Committed to you. This card has been beaten up. Again, this represents genuine offers, collective, genuine offers. You see how bad this card looks? Okay. This speaks to our journey. Okay, and working through the muck and mire of karmics. Okay, working through the muck and mire of karmics. Okay, remember to speak as divine gives utterance. Okay, remember to speak as divine gives utterance. Investigators, again, those who get on there and say, we called a lucky break. That wasn't luck. You think it's luck that you found that DNA? You think it's luck? That's not luck. Perpetrators always leave proof. Perpetrators always leave proof. Okay? Might take you a little while to find it, investigators, but there's always proof somewhere. Always. Master Builder 22. So we have Master Builder 22s in the room. Okay? Shout out to you, Master Builders 22. Shout out to you. Okay? And you being on your divine journey. All right. Victor, Victoria, okay, Victor or Victoria on the other side of Master Builder 22. We have the Big Break, 1515. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. So keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. Okay, so investigators, okay, the 151st day of the year could resonate for a case. What is the 151st day of the year? Let's take a look and see. What is the 151st day of the year? This internet is moving rather sluggishly. Give me just one moment while I connect to the internet. May 31st is the 151st day of the year. May 31st. Okay, so Gemini energy. Okay, Gemini. Okay, you could be a Gemini, sun sign, moon sign, Venus, ascendant sign. Okay, Gemini. All right. Someone's a neat freak. Okay, I wouldn't call myself a neat freak. I keep things clean and and orderly and that sort of thing. All right. We all have little what do you call them? Idiosyncrasies about ourselves. Okay. We all have those little idiosyncrasies about ourselves. Okay. So let's take, for instance, I'll use myself as an example, as I typically do. Again, my journey is for a demonstration, okay, as yours is. All right. So in the closet, okay, my pants are together, okay, my shirts are together. If I take something off the hanger, I typically put the hanger in the back of the closet. I put it at the end of the closet behind the coats and all of that, typically. Okay, again, we all have these little quirks. Siren, we all have these little quirks about ourselves. Okay, also, I'm reminded, collective, I am reminded, for those of you, when you come into this union, don't lose yourself. Okay, you've done a lot of work to get to where you are. Don't lose yourself. How many times do you see someone and when they get into a marriage and then a year down the road, they've gained 30 pounds, they've let themselves fall apart. And I don't mean 30 pounds of muscle. I mean 30 pounds of just cellulite, 30 pounds of weight. Okay. Don't let yourself fall apart. Okay. If they let themselves fall apart, okay, that's their journey. And again, I can't tell you to stay and I can't tell you to leave. And now when I say let themselves fall apart, yes, I got my divine masculine. Yes, I have my divine feminine. Now I don't have to meditate. Now I don't have to spend time with my ancestors. Now I don't have to go take care of myself, take care of my body. Again, men especially, okay, take care of yourselves. Okay, take care of yourselves. Okay, all those little self-care things. Okay, your nails, take care of your nails. Okay, your nails shouldn't be all nasty and ugly. I don't care if you are a mechanic. I was a mechanic for the first 3 years I was in the military before I changed my MOS. Okay, take care of yourself. Shave hair growing on your ear, like shave your nose, right? You take care of yourself, man. Your teeth, take care of yourself. Okay, don't let yourself fall apart, women. Okay, because again, you were looking fantastic when they met you, and that was part of the attraction, was part of the physical attraction. And physical attraction is important. It's not the most important, but it is important. Okay, if you're not attracted to the one that you lay down next to, how intimate, special, erotic, sensual will your love life be? Okay, if they're no longer attracted to you because you let yourself fall apart. I'm saying, so continue to take care of yourself even when you come into this divine union. Okay, something was an inside job. Okay, investigators, something was an inside job. Inside job, CIA, dark agent. Okay, FBI, dark agent. Okay, it was an inside job. Okay, and this could be inside your family, collective. This could be inside your family. Okay, often those who are closest to us, because we allow them the most access to our energy, often those are the ones, because we allow them unlimited access to us. Okay, often it's those. Okay, the name Cooper. Okay, on the 2112, it's up to you. Okay, so this speaks of Seven of Cups energy, you having choices, options. Okay, there may be more than one, male or female, that is interested in you, again, whichever you are not. Okay, I was listening to someone yesterday. I don't even know who it is, and I made a comment on their video, and she looks like she's a man or wants to be or licks what she got. You know, she looks like that individual. Again, I don't even know who it was. First time I've ever come across her channel. She's on there talking about divine unions, right? And she's like, so divine feminine. Okay, you coming into union with your divine man. It could be man on man. It could be woman on woman. Like, what the fuck? Are you really putting that out here? Are you really just saying that divine source approves of a man sticking his dick in another man's ass and that being a divine union? Are you really saying that? And you misleading these people? Again, this is what they do. These are karmic ass readers. There is no fucking way divine would destroy Sodom and Gomorrah and then turn around and prove of some stupid ass shit like that. There is no way, okay? There is no way, okay? We are meant to reproduce. That's one of the commandments, okay? Be prosperous and reproduce, okay? On this earth, other divine beings. That's what we are to do. Birthing other curse breakers, the new lineage of curse breakers, the next generation of curse breakers, star seeds, light workers, okay? Healers. That's what we're here to do, collective. Investigators, that's what we're here to do. You can't do that in a homosexual relationship or a lesbian relationship. Again, you can do whatever you want to because divine gave you free will. But that does not constitute a divine union. Absolutely not. Okay? So even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams will come true soon. And that's a confirmation right here on Wish Come True. Check that out. Ding, ding, ding. Check that out. Okay, it's 4333 on the video timer when I looked up there. 4333, you could be 43. Someone's coming into your energy could be 43. Could be 33. Could be a master builder 33. Okay. The name Emmett, okay. We've talked about Emmett Till. We've talked about Emmett Smith. First, middle name, okay. It could be a last name. Okay, Emmett. All right. On the other side of Emmett, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so something about your dollar bills, dollar bills, yo. Okay, and a grandpa. Okay, so this grandpa and Emmett could be connected. This grandpa could be connected to Melinda. This grandpa could be connected to Jennifer. Okay, this grandpa could be connected to whoever's incognito. Okay, grandpa could be connected to the neat freak. Okay, any of these names out here could be the neat freak. Okay, so something about news coming in about your Page of Pentacles. Also, this speaks to manifesting again. Okay, clearing your financial blockages. Okay. Detroit, someone's dragging ass, could be investigators, could be the CIA or DEA, FBI, okay? Dragging ass, okay? Could be the lover, that divine union, okay? Dragging ass, okay? They could be hesitant for whatever reason. They could be getting things together, okay? Again, that could be for any reason for them dragging their ass. They could be dealing with child support issues. They could be in court, finalizing whatever. They could be any of that, okay? I can tell you that whoever their energy comes out here, it's been out here recently. It's been out here recently. Okay. But yeah, all right. I often speak about Hollywood, and how they go from relationship to the relationship. So they get divorced in June of 2025 and they're married again to somebody in December of 2025. Did you even have time to cleanse your sacral energy? Did you even have time to cleanse your aura? I mean, you go from one fuck to the next fuck. Like, what? No, no. Okay? So whoever my divine partner is, if you were fucking on somebody last month, it's not time. I can guarantee you that. Okay? I can guarantee you that. Okay? Detroit and dragging ass. Someone could be in Detroit again. Officials could be in Detroit dragging ass. Okay? That is on the High Priestess collective. You investigators, priestess, again, you resonate as an earth angel. You resonate as a healer, starseed, light worker. You could have a public platform in which you are sharing information and healing the world to make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. That's the only race that matters, is the human race. That's the only race that matters. There's no black race, there's no white race. The only race is the human race. That's the only race. Okay? One for all and all for one. Okay? They say that shit, but they don't function like it. They say that shit, but the program is not set up for it. And when I say program, I mean the matrix. Okay? So Queen of Swords energy, okay, you could be in your Queen of Swords energy, defensive. Okay, someone could be defensive. Someone could be defending you. This is why we stay alert, collective. This is why we stay alert. This is why we stay alert. So, stay in your Queen or King of Swords energy, okay? Don't let karmic motherfuckers back into your life. Don't let them back into your life. Okay? Also, as I'm looking at Toby Keith, Tobias and Keith could be significant. Okay? This is why, because they literally do take them out. That's why in the news you hear, he was so sweet, he was such a giver, he was so nice, he was so generous, she was so wonderful, she was so warm. Why did they do that to her? Because they take out earth angels. And let me tell you about us. I'm on a roll. I'm just. I did a visa run. Okay, so here in Da Nang, Vietnam. Okay, you can stay here as a U.S. citizen. You can stay here for 90 days. Okay, and at the end of that, or before that 90 days, you need to do a visa run, or you need to leave the country, go to some other country, travel on, whatever you're doing, right? But you can leave the country, okay, and then come back, okay, and get a new visa stamp, all right, new passport stamp. My visa run, I went to the Philippines. There is a 7-year-old that was murdered this year, okay? And I don't recall her legal name, but they call her Portia. Portia, Portia. Okay? Portia is a 7-year-old, was a 7-year-old. Okay? Her father and her mother was in a financial dispute about support. Her father got married to someone, and her stepmother and her father ended up murdering her and leaving her on a beach. 7 years old, so that he wouldn't have to deal with the financial support. Get the fuck out of here, Satan. Get the fuck out of here. You kill your own fucking child so that you don't have to provide financial support to them. Let me show you a picture of Portia. Let me show you a picture of Portia. Again, this is what the darkness does, okay? This is what the darkness does. Look, Look. Look. Someone's name could be Gabrielle. Any of this could resonate for you, collective. Look at her. 7 years old. Left naked to die on a beach by your father and his karmic ass wife. Unreal. Unreal. Okay? Let's go ahead and get some karmic energy out here. Let's go ahead and see where the karmic cards land, because where they land is significant. Where they land is significant. Where you land is significant. Okay? On a plane or wherever, where you land is significant. Also, I think there's been a lot of air traffic issues with airplanes and that sort of thing. There's been a lot of air traffic issues. Okay? So, Divine Source, Ancestors, Sanhedrin Council. Let's go ahead and place the karmic energy where the karmic energy needs to go. Reveal to us, placing the cards on the names, situations, individuals, energies that needs to be exposed, wherever that is, okay? Thank you so much for all that you do for us here and guiding us, leading us. Yeah. There's something about a climactic moment or event. Okay, we have a couple of karmic cards out here. One on Jennifer in Detroit. Let's see. Someone has too many cats. So they could be a they could foster cats, okay? Or this speaks to lesbianism. Okay? That did not land on any specific card, okay? Calm energy. Again, we have temperance out here. Calm energy. Okay? The bully on your love life. The bully on your love life. Return to sender. Return to sender. Return to sender. Divine Source and Universe. Ancestors, we speak to the gates opening up of communication between us and our divine partner. We speak to the universe and open up the gates of communication in the 3D between us and our divine partner. Universe, we speak and open the gates to communication in the 3D between us and our divine partner. Of course, that's in divine timing again. Okay, someone's using old technology, someone in Detroit, Jennifer, whoever, using old technology that's no longer working. So they're trying to use these ancient tricks, traits, witchcraft, whatevers, and they're not working. And they're wondering, why isn't it working? Jennifer, Melinda, Emmett, a grandfather, whoever that is, okay? Using old techniques, okay? But you are new and improved. They're using old techniques, but you are new and improved. Okay, let's go ahead and take these cards and place them within the stack as well and see what else Divine reveals to us. Again, these could reveal names. These could reveal places, investigators, okay? Either or. Someone needs to start looking for vacation destinations, okay? Someone needs to start looking for vacation destinations, okay? This is not what you want, collective. This is not what you want. Okay? You can get ass anywhere, men and women. You can get ass anywhere. This is not what you want. Okay? Okay, so that sexual offer is on one side of, okay? Again, this could be someone who's doing sacral magic. So you need to do your return to senders and you need to do your sacral meditations to clear out your sacral chakra and ground yourself. Coast Guard. So someone could be in the Coast Guard, okay, who came to you with this sexual offer. Okay? Someone could be in the military, Army, Navy, Coast Guard is part of the military, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Reserves, National Guard. Okay? They could be on active duty or in another one of those branches of the military in the U.S. or elsewhere. Okay? They could be the mounted Royal Canadian Police or whatever that is. Hello. Hey, Victoria, how are you? Thank you so much for always being a part of the journey. All right. Vallejo, California. Okay. Vallejo, California is here. All right. Okay. So whoever came to you with this sexual only offer, okay, they could have been secretly recording your conversations or someone secretly recording your conversations now. Okay. For me, the only thing that they would be recording is these because I don't speak to anyone on a daily basis typically. And again, that's not because I'm antisocial. I'm an extremely social person, right? But I just, I keep to myself, okay? Again, not closed off, just in my element, okay? I do much more observing, okay? Much more observing, okay? So that is on one side of either the lesbian energy or someone who fosters cats, okay? Investigators, there's a laundry facility that is a cover-up. Investigators, there's a laundry facility that is a cover-up. It could be a cover-up for child sex trafficking. It could be a cover-up for drugs. It could be a cover-up for money laundering. Okay, speaking of laundry, money laundering. Okay, I'm getting the TV series Ozark. That was a very good TV series. The TV series Ozark with Jason Bateman. Let's look up Jason Bateman's information here in a moment for synchronicity. Jason Bateman and Ozark. Very, very good series. Okay. Ozark. I think that was in Missouri. Okay. Someone could be Missouri. Okay. Let's look up Jason Bateman. Okay. Okay. Jason Kent Bateman, investigators. Jason Kent and Bateman. I made a reference to Batman earlier. Okay, so we have 14 in the room and there's 7 likes. Okay, 14 in the room and 7 likes. 7. Okay, July 7th. Okay, speaking of 14s, he was born on 114. Okay, so he was born on 114. Okay, Jason Bateman, born in Rye, New York. Rye. Okay, my favorite bread is rye bread. And I prefer the rye bread with seeds. My favorite bread is rye bread. For toast or what have you, rye bread. All right. Active in Hollywood, 81 to present. Spouse Amanda Anka, married in 2001. They have 2 children. His father's name is Kent. Other relatives, Justine. Okay. Justine, Justin, Justina, Paul, okay? Justin or Jason, I said Justin, Jason Bateman. Okay? Next, time is on my side, okay? You might want to watch the movie Fallen with John Goodman and Denzel Washington, okay? If you want to see how spirit jumping happens, watch the movie Fallen. Again, the names Denzel, Washington, John, and Goodman. John Goodman is definitely, obviously everybody likes Denzel, everybody, right? John Goodman is one of my favorite characters. He played Fred Flintstone in the Flintstones movie. He played Babe Ruth in the movie The Babe. John Goodman is an exceptional actor. Okay. Obviously, he's known for Roseanne. Okay. And that could be someone's name. Okay. John Goodman. Let's take a look at the big guy. Let's take a look at the big guy, shall we? Let's take a look at John Goodman. That's a name we have not looked up, okay? On this channel anyway. Okay? John Goodman, okay? John Stephen Goodman. I saw Stevenson out here and I didn't say it. It was on top of the stack, okay? John Stephen Goodman, born 620, investigator 6/20/52 in Afton, Missouri. Speaking of Missouri, active 75 to present, went to Southwest Missouri State. Okay, John Goodman. All right, has one child, marriage to Annabeth Hartzog. Annabeth Hartzog. He's been married since 1989. Okay, 1989. From 1989, I'm getting Michael J. Fox energy. Also, Michael J. Fox energy. We're not going to look his information up. We have. Okay. John Goodman. All right. Okay. So for time on your side, okay, this is for the love union. Okay. So, ooh, you know what I just got? Divine is going to restore the years that the locust stole. Divine is restoring to you the years that the locusts have stolen. Say that. Divine is restoring to me the years that the locusts have stolen. Hello from New Mexico. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in from New Mexico. All right. Here it is. Oh, I'm showing incest. So there you go. We had family incestuous energy yesterday. Big time. Big time. In that reading, family, or this morning for you in America. Again, I'm in a different time zone, 12 hours apart. All right. But incestuous energy, that's not the card. That's not the message that was showing. It was saying for your good. Okay. That's the message. So Divine is going to give you back the years that the locusts have stolen. So originally, let's say, for instance, in your Akashic records, you were meant to live till the age of 81. The locust stole 20 years from you. So now you'll live to be 101 on this physical earth. Divine source restoring to you the years that the locusts have stolen. Hallelujah. Yeah. 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 Okay. We have FBI out here. I hope y'all paying attention. Okay? And this could be someone's initials. Okay? This could be individuals, karmic or otherwise. Frank Barbara Ian. Okay? Frank Barbara Irving. Frank Bob, Frederick Bob, Frank Belina. Okay? Interrogation. Whatever. Right here. Horn honks. Interrogation. Someone's being interrogated. What are we doing with time? 104:40. 104:40. 144. 144. The name Dwayne. Okay, we've looked up Dwayne The Rock Johnson's information. We've looked up Dwayne Wade's information. We've looked up Dwayne Martin's information. Okay. Someone's first legal name could be Dwayne, but they go by another name, like their middle name or something like that. Okay. Someone could be in real estate, meaning a realtor, real estate broker. Okay? Stay calm. If this is you, Dwayne, and you're resonating in your high vibrational light, stay calm, Dwayne. Okay? Justice is on the way. Stay calm, Dwayne. Justice is on the way. Divine source, before we close it out, let's go ahead and get some messages. Okay? These messages, collective and investigators, could be connected to the divine union. Okay, this could be connected to the karmics. Okay, again, take it as it resonates. That always means what easily fits. South America, something about the original 13 colonies, as I talked about systemic racism. Okay, systemic racism. Okay, don't call me a black American and don't compare me to Barack Obama. Okay? Okay? Your uncle's name is Dwayne and goes by Pete. Okay? All right? So Pete, Peter, okay? Okay? I'm a brown American. I served 8 years in the United States Army from 1995 to 2003. I'm more patriotic than most Caucasian ass motherfuckers. Don't call me a black American. I'm a brown American this lifetime, if you want to put that kind of label on me. Okay? I'm far beyond that, but if you want to. One of the things that I wrote in a journal, I remember a long time ago, as we go ahead and conclude this reading, I remember, oh, we got Chadwick out here. We got Chadwick information or energy. Chadwick, okay? Chadwick, okay? We know about Chadwick, okay? Ooh, what am I showing here? Ooh, I prostitute my son or daughter for money. Okay, that's not the message I was. All right. Somebody's prostituting their son or daughter. Okay. A child, most likely. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Divine source messages. Divine source messages. Karmic or high vibrational. Karmic or high vibrational. Messages. Divine source, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ancestors, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Not a lot. Okay. So it could be quiet currently where you are. Okay. In the energy, I mean, quiet, you know. You could be at peace. I hope you are. Okay. Landing on calm. This landed on South America. Let me leave that there for a moment. Okay. So on Calm and Dwayne, we have, I am less resistant to love and I feel pushed to take action and follow my heart without hesitation. Okay. So here we go. Okay. With this Eight of Wands energy, someone who's confidently coming towards you. Someone who's confidently coming towards you. Okay. Four of Cups. I'm not ready. These are exact opposite relationships or energies. Okay. I'm not ready for a relationship. I got used to my routine, and it's easier to continue with my current lifestyle. So collective, this is not the one. This is not the one. Okay. Someone 65 is significant, or 56. In the room currently, we have 15 and we have 12 likes. Okay. Threes significance, so 3 times 5 is 15, 54, 45 significant, okay? And 3 times 4 is 12. So 54, 45. Okay, so this is not the one. Next, okay? What do they do? What do they do? Like on Tinder, like swipe left, right, whatever all of that means. Whichever one says no, you might need to swipe whichever direction on that. Again, I'm not on any dating sites and I never will be. Okay? I never will do that. Okay? Because I believe when you do that, okay, unless specifically you are divinely guided to do so, and it would be hard for me to really imagine divine wanting to do that. But the reason why I don't use dating websites is because, first of all, you open yourself up to energies that really do not have your best interest at heart. You really, really do. Okay? And second of all, doppelganger, stalker, no dating websites. I want to leave as much of my purpose in divine's hands as possible and remove my hands from as much of it as possible. When you go on dating websites, okay, you are putting your hand to divine's purpose. And to me, that doesn't go over very well, okay? I want the magic of the relationship. Somebody to just show up one day and be like, hi. And when you open the door, whoa, the heavens sing, right? Just magically, they just show up in your life. That's the kind of experience I want, okay? I don't want to go through muddling through, I was going to say candidates, muddling through profiles, and I don't want to do that. I'd much rather stay by myself. I want the magic of the union connection, okay? Uh, yeah, who wants to be on one of those? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Karmic. Yeah. All right. So next we have on South America. So someone could be South American, currently in the energy. Okay. Argentinian, Brazil. Okay. I feel safer. I was thinking of something. I feel safer in groups of friends or colleagues or with my family having light conversations, drinking and partying. Again, this is a no. Okay? This one is a no. Okay? This is not the one. Okay? So of these three, again, I spoke about choices and the Seven of Cups energy. Okay? Those are options. Options in job, options where you want to live. When the career opportunity comes to you, will you relocate? Where do you want to live? Okay? Or this love union could be providing those options, or those are questions that you and him will need to discuss. Okay? Of these three, only one of them, okay, speaks to the true one. Okay? I'm less resistant to your love, and I feel pushed to take action and follow my heart without any hesitation. Okay? The other ones were karmic. All right? We're going to go ahead and place these in here. All right? These might reveal names that resonate for you. Okay? However that goes. Again, thank you so much, collective and investigators. We're going to go ahead and close it out here. This is probably the one who wasn't ready for a relationship. This is probably the one who wasn't ready for the relationship. And that's what the card is on. It's on, I'm not ready for a relationship. So someone who wasn't ready for a relationship or never had intentions to marry you, okay, they could have left you at the altar. I'm getting a heavy crown activation, right? Heavy crown sensing right here. Heavy crown right now. Okay? So this individual could be someone who left you at the altar, okay? Ghosted you when you thought it was a divine union, okay? Jessica Aber's blood is on U.S. government hands, okay? We know who ordered that hit. It comes out here on the regular basis, okay? We know the presidential administration that ordered the hit on Jessica Aber. We know. Okay? For Jessica, it could be her boyfriend that was doing the witchcraft. For Jessica, it could be her boyfriend that was doing the witchcraft. We had this out here. It was one of the first cards out here. Okay? The years 2007. Listen, investigators. Listen, collective. The years 2007, 1998, 2017, 2003, 2013, 2019, and 2002. Okay? You could have children born in those years. Okay? If you're watching this, you were probably not born in I guess you could be born in 2000. You can be born in 98 and be watching this, I guess. Okay? So we have 2000s kids. So take a look right here with those that I just named, and most of those are 2000 years. Okay? So we have something about a 2000s kid, okay? Someone could be using their child, again, this kid who's being prostituted by their mother or father, okay? Could be born in the 2000s. This child, son or daughter, investigators, that's being prostituted by their mother or father was born in 2007, 2003, 2002, 2013. Okay, also 2010, 2009. Okay. What did I just say about Jessica Aber? What did I just say? What did I just say? Look. Let me put the other cards down here for a moment. Wow. Woo! Jessica is like, tell my story. Tell the truth. Tell my story, Nehru. Tell the truth, Nehru. Tell the truth. Ascended Master, Tell the truth, healer. Tell the truth. Jessica is like, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Woo! All right. And we have President. Hot damn. Hot damn. Damn, Biden. Damn. Damn. Someone stole a property. Okay. Investigators, someone stole a property that belongs to someone in this energy, in this collective, in this reading right now. Someone stole a property from someone. Okay. This is on the Three of Cups energy for someone who likes to party, hang around, hang out. Okay. They could hang out on the corner. Okay. Again, you wonder why we call you bitch. You wonder why we call you bitch. Tupac said it. Okay. Someone could be dying of AIDS, HIV, or some other incurable STD, sexually transmitted disease, sexually transmitted demon, spiritually transmitted distraction, or spiritually transmitted disease. Your ancestors could have given this disease. Okay? And now they coochie stank, the dick swole, got all kind of weird ass bumps around it, on it, in it. That shit makes my skin crawl. Ugh. Woo. Yuck. Yuck. This is their karma. I played you, then I got played. They played you, collective investigators, and now they're getting played like a piano. Okay? Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. I think we're going to go ahead and close it out here. We have a lot out here. Let's go ahead and sum it up very quickly here. Give me just a moment. Okay, we're going to go ahead and sum it all up here. Jessica Aber, shout out to you and your ancestors. Jessica Aber, shout out to you and your ancestors. Shout out to you. Okay, a law firm could be investigating your case, collective, currently. A law firm could be investigating your case at this time. Okay, you may not even be aware of this. Okay, because again, most of us are not aware of what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, we don't know what the FBI is looking into. We don't know, and often we don't, because they keep these things under wraps until it is time to fully expose whatever it is that is going on. I said real estate company. Okay, that is on the other side of a laundry, is a cover-up. So the real estate company, someone in it, the owner of it, the CEO, the COO, the CFO, okay? They could also own a laundromat, okay? And this laundromat is a cover-up for this real estate company, or money laundering, illegal funneling of money. Again, the TV series Ozark, okay? I think that's on Netflix. I don't know. I think. Okay. Also, investigators, if you watch that series, there could be indicators and synchronicities in there that helps you with your investigation. Okay? Could be. Could be. The first card out, remember, collective, the first card out was congratulations. The first card out was congratulations. All right? Thank you so much, moderators. Thank you so much for all that you do. Okay? Detroit, okay? Someone lied about a death. Okay? The name Jennifer, the FBI is involved. Okay? The name Melinda, someone's incognito. Okay? Could be fake accounts. You could be in here with a fake account. Okay? Emmett. Okay? Speak as divine gives utterance. We have a Master Builder 22 in the energy today. Okay? Remember, they kill earth angels. So stay alert to stay alive. Escape and evade. They kill earth angels. So stay aware. Pay attention. to the what you're hearing and what's happening around you. Pay attention. Okay? I'm reminded of Bruce Almighty. You remember when Bruce Almighty, before his awakening, and he was driving in his Nissan 280Z or whatever car that was, okay? And he was driving like, God, give me a sign. God, show me. God, blah, 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 right? And there was a truck that went by, and this truck had all kinds of signs that said yield, stop, slow down, caution, right? But he was so caught up, okay, in the whatever, the emotions of it, okay, he was caught up in the emotions of it that he couldn't see the signs and synchronicities that drove right past him before he had the car accident. Pay attention. Pay attention. Okay? There's a girlfriend out here that's currently doing witchcraft against someone. Return to sender times 5,000 with vengeance and the sword as your ancestors take these karmic asses down. Something about the original 13 colonies and systemic racism. The 13 colonies and systemic racism. You think you were born a brown person every lifetime you've been here? You think you were born a Japanese every time you've been here? You think you were born a Vietnamese every time you've been here? You think you were born Indian every time you were here? You think you were born European every time? No. No. Systemic racism, that is a plot of the devil. Okay? Something was an inside job, investigators. Again, with Jessica Aber, that's an inside job. When your boyfriend or girlfriend, parent, son, daughter take them out, that's an inside job. Okay, again, the closest ones to you. The name Bill, also Bill Withers. Someone could like Withers Aurora, caramel candies, you know, the Withers caramel candy, right? The hard candy, okay? Sexual offer. Say no, okay? Someone in the Coast Guard, investigators, a grandfather energy here today or ascended, a grandfather energy, love songs. These love songs could be coming from the divine partner who's coming towards you. Also, again, collective, karmics can send love songs. If you get a love song that speaks about returning to someone or accepting someone back or anything of that nature, I wouldn't accept that. I'd return those songs. Again, Billy Ocean song, okay? There'll be sad songs to make you cry. Love songs often do. They can touch the heart of someone new, okay? Someone new, not someone from the past, someone new. Thank you so much, Victoria. You are always here, okay? And you are always ready for the truth and as you walk your journey. You are always here. Thank you so much, okay? Pay attention to the song downloads that you're getting, okay? Also, I used to call Judy, okay? I used to call Judy my ace, okay? She's a karmic ass. I used to call her my ace, okay? Used to be my homie. Used to be my ace. Now I want to slap the taste out your mouth. Make you bow down to the road. Fucking me, now I'm fucking you, little hoe. Oh, don't think I forgot. Let you slide. Let me ride. Just another homicide. Yeah, it's me, so I'ma talk on. Stomping on the easiest streets that you can walk on. Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre from the Chronic album, throwing it way back to 1990 something. Dr. Dre just got a ding on the phone, throwing it way back. Dr. Dre. Someone secretly recording conversations currently or they were. Currently or they were. Okay? I played you, then I got played. Someone got played like the player they are. Okay? If no one else believes you, would you still? That's not, that's on the other side of this one here, okay? Witchcraft took out a U.S. attorney. Man, woo! Okay, the name Timothy, okay? Investigators, Timmy, okay? I spoke about Tim Tebow recently, okay? And his divine purpose and what him and Demi are doing here for their light, for their generation and how they're bringing about change in the earth. Shout out Tim Tebow. Go Gators. Okay? Okay? The truth comes to set us free. Okay? If you want to be free, something's working out for your good. I reposted a song in the community tab, okay? And it's called Already Mine. Okay? I walk like it's done, like the deal's been signed. Like something. Listen to that song. Listen to that song. Okay? There's something about the president and this hit on Jessica Alba. We already know that presidential administration. We already know. Take a look. Here it is. Back to back. Back to back. Investigators, when you start ascending, okay, and you meditate on your cases, you're going to be solving these motherfuckers back to back. Back to back. Okay? Back to back. You're going to be getting 3 peats, 4 peats. You're going to be like the 1960s late Celtics. Okay? You're going to win 12 championships in 11 years. You're going to be knocking these cases out. Okay? Oh, something about cheap cigars. Okay? Okay? All right? Collective. Thank you so much, as always, again, for tuning in. My name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial earth angel and a light worker. If you want to see a picture of me in extraterrestrial form, or at least part of the body that is extraterrestrial, please visit the community tab, okay, the post, and you probably have to scroll down for a little bit because I post in there regularly, but you will see a picture of me sitting at a picnic table outside with both of my hands in front of me and my extraterrestrial extremity showing, okay? Again, I don't do what I do for publicity. Born on the 333rd day of the year, I am a direct descendant of Issa. That is the ascended master, Yeshua. Y'all call them Jesus. Their name is not Jesus, and they are not Latin or Latino. So don't call them Jesus. If you have a picture of a blonde-haired, blue-eyed motherfucker that you were raised, and it's okay, we all have to come into the light, and you were raised to believe that this is Jesus, it is not. Okay? So you are granted grace through ignorance. Once you come into the knowledge of, if you continue the ignorance, that's when karma shows up. Okay? Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. As always, enjoy your evening. I am the daughter of Mary. Oh, good. Okay, good. Angelique, thank you so much for tuning in from New Mexico. And thank you for tuning in from Vallejo, California. Okay. Collective and investigators, until the next one, it may be sooner than you think. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in, and be encouraged.